So the Kaurava army has signaled their readiness to fight. On the other side, then, mounted on a chariot pulled by 5 white horses, Krishna and Arjuna blow their conchs. Krishna blows his Panchajanyam, Arjuna blows his Devadattam, and then Bhima joins them. He who induces fear in everybody and described as someone who devours food like wolves, then blows the name Poundram resembles sort of to us, to me, an English word, pound drum, right? Must have sounded big. The story about Panchajanyam that Krishna has is interesting. It's in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam says that he got that in the human form by releasing a demon who was hiding inside that conch. So Mahavishnu always depicted as holding this Panchajanyam in one of his 2 left arms. He is the one who has come to earth in this avatar as Krishna, but because he is a human, he has to earn everything that is godly, just like any other humans. The symbolism here is that for all humans, these type of what I might say in the Western terms, Easter eggs, are placed everywhere in plain sight, but we just have to recognize it as a God-given stuff, a God-given thing, and earn it. Krishna demonstrates that as a human, and he earns, of course, many more gifts of God than any human. There is a story about Devadattam as well that is actually a bribe for Krishna. Agni, gives that to Arjuna to please Krishna, because Krishna was angry with Agni for some reason. It's another big story. And he was trying to please him, to get back in his good books. This gift does achieve that. About Poundram, I couldn't find anything in the literature. I searched, maybe there is, I couldn't find it. I'm pretty sure that the stories about these conchs have been lost over the millennium. The only thing that I found is that I wanted to imagine what Poundram would have looked like. So I looked for the largest conch. And there is one, the world record is 5 feet tall. So just imagine a huge, big guy here, Bhima, holding this 5 feet long conch and blowing it with his huge lungs. It would have blared. So then Kunti's other sons, Yudhishthira, sounded the Ananta Vijayam. Nakula and Sahadeva respectively sounded Sghosham and Mani Pushpam. Then the rest of the warriors, the expert archer Kasiraja, the super charioteer Shikhandi, Drishtadumnan, Virata king, who was already mentioned by Duryodhana, and Satyaki, who has never been conquered in wars, Drupad, sons of Draupadi, and mighty-shouldered son of Subhadra, Abhimanyu. They all blow their respective conches. 8 verses are dedicated to just describing the conch. That reminded me of a story that I read in the 70s, The Day of the Jackal by Frederick Forsyth, who describes how this would-be assassin sneaks a gun past the security guard, disguising it as a crutch. He disguises himself as an old man who is lame, who's limping, so he needs this crutch, but then it's not actually a crutch. And the author takes about almost 1/6 of the book to describe how he plans, the assassin plans, designs, gets it custom made, practices with it, and gets it through the security guard. Asa here does that kind of thing in Mahabharata many, many times, but in this Bhagavad Gita, where we are beginning, we are at the Kurukshetra war, takes pains to describe conch. Although he is describing a real event, I'm pretty sure he took some artistic liberty just to give us all a better picture by giving these important nuances of how it would have looked like. Fascinating.